DJ AFK here, back with another tutorial for the Sisters of Eve. Today we will do Gone Berserk. This is against a terrorist faction that is not named in the description, but the wiki says it is Equilibrium of Mankind. They resist against kinetic and thermal, and the best damage to deal is kinetic. Looks like elite frigates can also warp disrupt, so that could get fun. This is a rather unconventional level 4 mission. We start out with 3 groups. Each group has a cruiser and a battleship. When we destroy the cruiser from each group, it spawns a reinforcement wave of 2 more cruisers. That's for each of the initial cruisers, so we have 3 reinforcement waves of 2 cruisers. When we destroy the second cruiser in each of those groups, it spawns each another wave of frigates and a battleship. When we destroy each battleship, it will spawn another reinforcement wave of 2 battleships, and finally 1 battleship, for a total of 12 reinforcement waves, and including the initial 13 waves. That could be fun, although this is a single ungated pocket, so we can warp in at distance. But let's check out the ship fit, see what we will use to overcome this. We have a standard Dominix with Sentry drones. Since we need to do kinetic damage, Wardens will be our go-to. We do have some Hobgoblins, light scout drones, in case any of those warp disrupting frigates get a little bit too close and we need to take them out fast. For the rest of the fit, we have our drone damage amplifiers, mission specific hardeners of thermal and kinetic, a damage control unit, armor repairer, omnidirectional tracking links for drone accuracy, a micro jump drive, sensor booster with scan resolution and targeting range scripts, and a cap recharger in case we need to use the repairer a little longer. There are quite a few battleships in this, and if we don't hit the triggers right, they could pile up. We have drone link augmenters, which get us to 129 kilometer drone control range, and small railguns to assist with any small ships that get under our guns. Altogether, we have 668 DPS. Not too bad for a ship that cost 387 million with all of the refits in the cargo. With that said, we will accept mission, and let's get started. As we land on grid, it appears that all of the ships are on one side at about 75-80 kilometers. We'll go ahead and point the direction we will want to end up, and for this particular mission, we are going to start with the battleships because of how the reinforcement waves work. have returned to station. That was an interesting mission. We had 13 total waves, including the initial spawn that came up. Those triggers were halfway easy to keep track of because they all had different names, but it was difficult to judge which wave we wanted to spawn next, so I was doing so by distance of the triggers. Once the battleships got within about 70 kilometers, they were actually doing some pretty decent damage for that distance. The cruisers were not doing any damage, but they were shooting the drones every once in a while. We had to pop those in, but we did only need to use the micro jump drive one time to get away from the initial 3 or 4 battleships that were there. To go over the important parts of the ship fit again, I believe we may have used everything on the list. Our drone damage amplifiers, always helpful. Our thermal and kinetic mission-specific hardeners. Our damage control unit. And armor repairer, which with the capacitor recharger we did use quite a bit. The omnidirectional tracking links were helpful with the smaller ships, but the frigates did get under our guns, so we did need to use the light scout drone hobgoblins. The large micro jump drive we did only use one time, but we did use it. The sensor booster, we used both the targeting range and the scan resolution scripts. And the drone link augmenters we did use. We had a couple ships that were at about 119 kilometers that we shot at. We helped out the light drones with our small railguns, but they may not have been quite as necessary since we have another way to take those down. That being said, let's complete our mission. Please leave your comments below. If you have any different experiences, let us know about them. And always remember to fly safe.